Okay, welcome back, everybody, or welcome if this is your first time here today. This is day 2 of our 5-day adventure into better breathing. And as you know, yesterday, what we focused on was breath awareness. And I'd just be interested to hear in the comments what your experience has been, just briefly, from yesterday's session. What was your takeaway from it, and how have you been working with it since then? What have you noticed in terms of how this is already starting to work with you in your life? So you just pop that into the comments, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're here live on Zoom with me. Thank you. That would be great. And it's good to see that some people are back. Janine, and hi to Oscar as well. Welcome. It's good to see that you're joined in with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good. And today we're going to be focusing on a breath exercise that will help us to establish calm in the body. I don't know if you remember yesterday I spoke about the what happens when we inhale and what happens when we exhale. So just a reminder again, when we inhale, we stimulate the part of the parasympathetic nervous system that is to do with fight or flight. So it's like it brings in energy. It builds that energy up, ready to either run away or to engage with whatever we're being confronted with at that time. And when we exhale, we engage the other part of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is to do with relaxing, with resting. So as you can imagine, if we want to calm the body, if we want to bring about a calm state in the mind, a calm state in the body, a calm state in the heart, then what we need to do is we need to focus on the out breath, the exhale. So our first breath is going to be one where we do that, and I will guide you through it. But before we start, I would like just to begin with reconnecting again with just breath awareness. So we'll do this every day this week. So we'll just take a minute or two to close our eyes and make sure we're sitting comfortably or lying comfortably wherever we are, riding our bike comfortably, but don't close your eyes while you're doing that. That could be dangerous. And just bring your attention to the feeling of the air as it moves in and out of the body. So breathing in, I am aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I am aware that I'm breathing out. And just holding the attention there, all of the attention on that physical feeling of the air as it moves in and out of the body. Just allowing the body to gently soften and relax as you breathe this way. Breathing in, I feel the air, the cool air moving into my body. Breathing out, I feel the warmer air moving out of my body. In, cool air, out, warmer air. If you find that your focus is drifting, it's okay. That's perfectly normal. Just very gently bring it back to being aware of the physical feeling of the air moving in and out of the body. Very good. Very good. So we just bring our attention back to being fully present, fully aware, and just check to feel what's happening in the body. Notice where there have been any shifts of tension, any lessening of tension. And we're going to look at today's breathing exercise. And again, it's a very, very simple exercise. We're not going to be doing any counting. Well, we're actually, sorry, I lied. We are going to be doing some counting. No? And the object of this exercise is to simply extend the length of the exhale. So the counting that we do is to count the in-breath. So I breathe in, 2, 3, and then I breathe out. So I breathe out 1, 2, 3. So my in-breath and my out-breath are now the same length, in and out. The object of this exercise is to extend the exhale, to make it longer. So let's count our in-breath. So I have a count of 5 for mine. And then on the exhale, I'm going to count for 6. I've counted to 6. So maybe we do this together and I will count. We'll breathe in for a count of 4, and then we'll breathe out for a count of 5. So let's go. So again, just close your eyes and relax the body so that you can just focus on following the count. So we're going to start. Let's exhale first, push the air out of the body. And we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and we breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Just allowing the breath to be a simple conscious breath, an aware breath. And do a check-in with yourself. How does your body feel now? Is there tension somewhere? Where is it? And just gently bring this breath there to that place where there's tension. Allow the breath to soften that place where there's tension. Is there a deeper sense of calm in my body now? How does that feel? So open your eyes and be present again. And again, maybe if you like, you could place something into the comments like Oscar has done when he spoke about what he saw after what happened for him after he saw the video yesterday. And excuse me, and had a good night's sleep, which is good to hear. Yep, these breathing techniques can be very, very effective in helping us have a good night's sleep. That's for sure. Yeah, very much so. Good. So you should have this sense of a much deeper sense of calm in the body itself. And if you're really lucky, you'll also feel a deeper sense of calm in the mind as well. So this feels maybe calm is the wrong word, but more less connected to what's actually going on in the mind, less connected to all of the chatter that's going on up there. So it's perhaps a little easier to live with. Excuse me. A little easier to live with the voice that's up there that's constantly telling you this, that, and the other. Great to hear, Jenny. More relaxed and less pain. Fantastic. So I don't know if you struggled with the count that I had, because I was basically going off my sense of my breath. And of course, my sense of my breath is very different to your sense of your breath. And this is one of these breathing exercises where it's not about seconds. So it's not a 5-second in breath and an 8-second out breath. No, it's a count. And the count is, I guess, the objective here really is to try and make the exhale twice as long as the inhale. So without forcing anything. So if you find that you're forcing yourself to extend the exhale, then just bring the count back. We shouldn't do anything where we have this sense of forcing ourselves to force the breath to follow a particular pattern as such. So you use your count. So you count your in-breath, but start with this nice deep exhale. So just really push the air out, and then you can take a breath, and then an exhale, and then the next inhale. That's when you start to do the count. And you do your count, whatever your count is. So if you count your in-breath as 3, then great. So that's your 3 in-breath. And then you try and do a 4 for the out-breath, or a 5 or a 6, ideally. And you may find that your in-breath count changes as you deepen into this particular exercise. So often I find that my in-breath becomes not necessarily, it becomes slower, it becomes deeper. So it becomes actually longer for my in-breath as I deepen into this exercise. And necessarily, I try to make sure that my exhale also becomes longer and deeper as well, more full when I'm doing this exercise. Where can you do this exercise? Again, wherever you find yourself, because it's just a matter of counting in your head and following your breath. So again, more practice makes perfect. Absolutely. So the more you work with this breath, the more you work with this calming breath, the easier it will become, and the more quickly your body recognizes the breathing pattern. So it's a little bit Pavlovian, if you know what I mean. Pavlov was this Russian scientist who got dogs to feed at the sound of a bell. And eventually, whenever he rang the bell, of course, the dogs started to salivate. So it's a form of training. The body recognizes these different breathing patterns and immediately shifts into that state that breathing pattern is going to bring about in the body. So the more we practice with these things, the more our body recognizes these patterns, and the more quickly it will drop into that state change. So this is a calming breath. So again, the more you practice, the more quickly the body will respond and drop into that calmer state. So that's the main breathing exercise for today. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, then please put them into the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them either now or later once the session is finished. So I think what we could do now is we could try again. We'll do another 4 or 5 minutes of this extending the exhale, but I will not do the count. So you will do your count. And I'll just remind you from time to time that what we're about is to extend the exhale. So again, sitting comfortably or lying comfortably, wherever you're finding yourself, just take a nice deep exhale. So an out breath. Inhale. Exhale. And now we start to count. And exhale. So counting the inhale and just going a little bit longer with the exhale. Just start by going 1 count longer. And then after 2 or 3 breaths like that, you can go 2 counts longer. And then after 2 or 3 more breaths, you can go 3 counts longer. And after 2 or 3 breaths, you can go 4 counts longer, or whatever brings you to double the length. And while you're following this count, just try and notice what's happening to the body. And notice where in the body you feel things. Counting the in-breath, counting the out-breath, and extending it by a count of 2 or 3 or more. Gently, again, don't force anything here, just simply following your breath and then just trying to gently extend the exhale just a little longer. We don't need to force anything. You'll find that the body is very, very happy to be breathing this way. Just notice what's happening with relationship to your attachment to what's going on in your mind. Maybe you're beginning to feel just a little separation there, a little distance. It's a little easier, a little less frantic, a little less chaotic, a little less stressful. And these are all indications that you are doing this perfectly. You cannot get this wrong. So gently, just allowing your attention to come back to the here and the now. And just feeling what you're feeling. How is it where you are at the moment? What do you notice in your body? What has changed? How does it now feel to be here, to be now? Maybe just pop something into the comments. Hi, Treva, all the way from Cornwall. Glad you're here. Glad you've joined us. So we're nearly at the end of today's session. So your homework, if you choose to call it that, or my challenge to you is to take the breath awareness exercise of yesterday, and when you wake up in the morning, to just sit on the side of the bed, pull your duvet or doona around you, and just sit there, and for at least 5 minutes, just breathe in an aware way before doing anything else. And if it goes longer, that's perfect, but make it a minimum of 5 minutes. Set a timer on your phone or whatever, so that you know when the 5 minutes is up, and then that way you don't have to worry about the time. And my challenge is that you do that every day this week, and we'll see where people are on Friday. Good. So that's yesterday, and a reminder too to get the workbook, which you can find in the section on the Facebook group. So you can download that and you can start filling that in. Again, if you have any questions at all, please put them into the Facebook group, and the recordings of today will be there with yesterday's recording, and also on my website as well. So thank you all very, very much for joining me today. I hope that you're beginning to get some really good positive benefit from these exercises, and I look forward very, very much to seeing you all tomorrow. And if you need to contact me in the meantime, you can find my contact details on my website, which is jeffreysmith.eu. So thank you, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Take care now. Bye-bye.